Good morning, students. Welcome to Silver Bells Mansarovar Online Education. Myself Vinod Trivedi. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 4, Literary Heritage of India. And in previous video we discussed about medieval literature, and also we discussed about ancient literature, also about Vedas, Upanishad, and many other books. Now in this video we will discuss about some ancient universities of India. So the first is Nalanda. Maybe you have heard the name Nalanda. Ancient Nalanda University was situated at Badgaon village of Patna district in Bihar. Okay, so where it is situated? At Badgaon village of Patna district in Bihar. Okay, so sometime this question may be asked. So keep this in mind where it is. Then next, Nalanda gave more importance in Buddhist and Jain tradition. Okay, so Nalanda gave more importance to whom? Buddhist and Jain tradition. This ancient university also became pilgrimage of Jains, as Mahavir Swami had performed 14 Chaturmas here. Okay, for Jain it has become a pilgrim place. Okay, because why? Mahavir Swami had performed. Okay, who stayed there and performed Chaturmas. Okay, so that is why it is become a pilgrimage place of Jain. Kumar Gupta had built a monastery here. Since then, fame of Nalanda had increased. Okay, so Kumar Gupta built monastery. Okay, staying place. Okay, where you can stay there. Since the fame of Nalanda had increased, there were thousands of priceless treasures of manuscripts. This was a pious place of Indian culture. Okay, there were treasures of manuscripts are also were also available at that time. Actually, now it is not in good position. Student from various part of the world used to come here for study. The great traveler Huan Seng also came here. Today only the ruins of great university, but amidst ruins one can visualize the glorious culture of India. So student, what is this? Now that is not much thing over here. It is maximum demolished. But the great traveler Huan Seng, who came from China and also who stayed and got knowledge of Indian culture also. And by seeing the ruins, मतलब उसका खंडेर देख के आपको ये कितनी भव्य थी ये पता चलता है. देखते हैं स्टूडेंट आगे. Students who passed from Nalanda was considered the ideal student of India. During 5th to 11th century, education was based at Nalanda, and in India that time had best libraries of the world were available. So in 5th to 11th century, Nalanda became the best, okay, university, okay, as well as library of the world were available here. Many students of India and abroad used to come for study and research in the library of Takshila as well as in Nalanda University. Okay, so many students who came for research on different topics in two universities, which were one Takshila and another one is Nalanda. Huan Sang took 657 books from here to China, and Huan Sen, who was a great traveler, okay, who traveled in many countries and wrote about them. So he took 657 books from here to China. Huan Sen visited in the 7th century. There were 7 huge halls, rooms or sections in the university. There were 300 rooms for delivering lectures. How many rooms? 300 for delivering lecture, we can say classroom. Special monasteries were built for dwelling of students, for staying. Okay, special monastery were built. Many villages were donated for university sustains. Okay, for the maintenance of the university. Okay, given by tax from many villages. Food and clothing facility were provided free of cost from the earning obtained from those villages, as I told. Okay, student didn't have to pay anything for food or clothing. Its books repository means library area was known Dharamganj during 5th to 11th century BC before Christ. Nalanda was reputed as well as esteemed center of education, and the library of Nalanda was known as Dharamganj. Okay, make sure this question can be asked. Now, second university student. Takshila. Ancient University of Takshila was located at Rawalpindi of present Pakistan. Okay, now which is in Pakistan. Okay, in Rawalpindi. It was the capital city of ancient Gandhar region. Okay, Takshila was capital of ancient Gandhar region. At that time, there were different names, Magad, Gandhar, and that. Okay, this university imparted education in 64 subjects. Okay, so how many subjects were taught in Takshila? So answer is 64. Most of the students stayed in the ashram to practice with Guru Jiva. The disciple of Lord Buddha learned the lesson of Ayurveda here. Okay, so what is this? Maximum student who stayed there and got knowledge from their Guru, and disciple means student, otherwise Shishya of Lord Buddha Jiva, who got knowledge of Ayurveda from Takshila. According to a belief, this university was named after the name of Taksha. तक्ष के नाम से यूनिवर्सिटी का नाम दिया गया था. Who was तक्ष? The son of Bharat, brother of Lord Ram, born in Raghukul. इस सेंटेंस को बहुत समझना, क्योंकि यहाँ कंफ्यूजन हो जाती है. ओके, द सन ऑफ भरत मीन्स भरत का लड़का, और भरत कौन? बाई राम की, रघुकुल में जिसका जन्म हुआ है. ओके, तो भरत के लड़का तक्ष, उनके नाम से तक्षशिला यूनिवर्सिटी का नाम दिया गया था. नाउ देन नेक्स्ट, इट वॉज रिनाउड एजुकेशन सेंटर ऑफ 7th century. 7th century का सबसे बड़ा वेल नॉन एजुकेशन सेंटर बना था तक्षशिला. स्टूडेंट वर फ्री टू स्टडी द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ देयर इंटरेस्ट. देयर वॉज नो एनी रिस्ट्रिक्शन विच स्टडी सपोज टू which study you have to take. Okay, they are free as per their interest. They took their subjects and they study. Students from distant city like Varanasi, Rajgruha, Mithila and Ujjain overcrowded the university. So students from Varanasi, Rajgruh, Mithila and Ujjaini came and got knowledge in Takshila. Princess of Varanasi and Prasenjit, the king of Kaushal, study here. Also the great grammarian Panini and expert politician Kautilya got knowledge from this university. So they were the well-known students of the university. Takshila was the best center for higher education. Normally students used to stay with Guru to practice. Generally students stayed there and got knowledge from their gurus. Education of Vedas, military, science, Gaj Vidya, the Hathi Yudh, archery, Dhanush Vidya, grammar, philosophy, Tattva Gyan, warlore, Yuddha Niti, astronomy, the study regarding stars, planet and all. Astrology, it means Jyotish, was given here. So that are the subjects, okay, were taught here. And this question can be asked to make sure. Chanakya, the mentor of Chandragupta Maurya, also studied here. Okay, as you know, when I think about Chanakya, okay, name is enough for him. Chinese scholar Fa Yuan visited this university in the beginning of 5th century, and Chinese, okay, visitor scholar Fa Yuan visited the university. Okay, there are important questions can be asked. Okay, uh, grammarian Panini and expert politician Kautilya got knowledge from where? So the answer is from Takshila. Then third number, Varanasi, Kasi. Varanasi was famous as one of the place of pilgrimage during 7th century. It was also the famous education center. Varanasi, Kasi was also famous education center during 7th century. It grew as the religious center for the Aryan culture in Upanishadic period. King of Varanasi, Ajatasattu was a great philosopher of Upanishadic age and great supporter of education. Okay, so what you have to keep in your mind? Ajatasattu was great philosopher of Upanishadic age. Okay, Upanishadic age, it means what? Okay, the knowledge regarding Upanishad was developed more and great supporter of education. He was also soul of education. It is mentioned in Vyas Samhita that Maharshi Vedvyas had his ashram in Varanasi. Okay, Maharshi Vedvyas had his ashram in Varanasi. Lord Buddha chose Varanasi a suitable place for propagation of his preaching. Propagation it means प्रचार करना या उसके बारे में बताना. His preaching मतलब ज्ञान देना. उन्होंने जब परमात्मा का साक्षात्कार करने के बाद वाराणसी को सही जगह मानी थी जहाँ से वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक अपना जो बात है वो रख सकेंगे, पहुँचा सकेंगे. Important philosopher Adi Shankaracharya had moved to Kashi to adopt a new principle of Vedantas. Okay, so Adi Shankaracharya also moved to adopt new principle to know about more Vedantas in Kashi. Vallabhacharya ji and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the pioneer of Pushit Marg. Which marg? Pushit Marg. Attained prestige for their Vaishnav sect in Kashi. So, Vallabhacharya ji and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were pioneer of Pushit Marg. Okay, it can be asked. Who were pioneer of Pushit Marg? So, answer is Vallabhacharya ji and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They were pioneer of Pushit Marg and attained prestige. Afterwards, they spread their knowledge to the people and became famous. Prestige for their Vaishnav sect in Kashi. Majority of scholar families of Punjab had to migrate to Kashi, while a few families migrated to Kashmir. Okay, so educated, otherwise scholar family from Punjab, they migrated, they went to Kashi to got good knowledge, so to get good knowledge, and some of went where Kashmir. Many other princes came for education in Varanasi. Monastery at Sarnath became a famous education center under the patronage of Emperor Ashoka. ओके, पैट्रोनेज मतलब सपोर्ट करना, उसको चलाना. जैसे वाराणसी में जो बच्चे पढ़ते थे, जो भी एजुकेशन होता था, उसका मेंटेनेंस. सो हु गेव रिटर्न? द ग्रेट अशोका हु गेव पैट्रोनेज ऑफ दैट. Now next, Vallabhi. Vallabhi. This University of Gujarat was a very famous center of education in 7th century. There was a significant contribution of contemporary ruler of Vansh dynasty. Okay, who were the rulers? Otherwise, of the at a time, who which dynasty was there? Vansh dynasty. and its people to make Vallabhi a well-renowned and huge center of education Vidyadhar. Vallabhi was the center of Hinayana cult of Buddhist religion. In the middle of 7th century, Buddhist scholars like Srimati and Gudmati were the leading principal of Vallabhi. Who were leading principal? Okay, again make sure Buddhist scholar like Srimati and Gumati were leading principal of Vallabhi. The students from the distant area of Ganga Yamuna used to come here for higher studies. Chinese traveler It Singh noted that Vallabhi completed with the famous education center Nalanda, which was located at eastern part of India. So Chinese traveler who noted that Vallabhi has a total quality which is seen in Nalanda University. Vallabhi was a capital and international port from 480 AD to 775 AD. The ruler of Vallabhi belonged to Maitrak dynasty. Okay, from 480 AD to 775. Okay, which was known as a capital, international port, and the ruler of Vallabhi belonged to Maitrak dynasty and patronized education and university as well. Okay, they gave support to education. It is also notable that royal people of Maitrak dynasty were not Buddhist. However, they were helping the institution. Maitrak, they were not Buddhist, but even though they also helped the institution, it means to Vallabhi University. Then in 775 AD, Arabian attacked Maitraks were defeated and university was closed down. The name of famous scholars were written on the gate. Scholars, by showing their erudition, were getting higher rights in Rajya Sabha. Means those who have a good degree, it means according to the knowledge, they got higher post in the Rajya Sabha also, as we have nowadays on merit list and all. Knowledge, worship, and particular system of education made the university famous not only in India but also in the world of that time. Students from India and abroad used to come for education in this university. Okay, knowledge, worship, and particular system of education made the university worldwide. It was international university in the real sense. Almost all the branches of knowledge were taught here. The maintenance of the university was done through the charity given by the kings and landlords. Okay, how they maintain the university? Okay, what did they do for expense of the university? So the maintenance of the university was done through the charity. Okay, people, they try to give help to the university, as well as also king also it supported it, and landlords. Actually, it showed a loyalty of people towards the university. Okay, and people, charity, it means what? Okay, small person also try to give according his level best. It was world renowned university of Indian education Vidya for the knowledge of arts and science. Okay, and it was a renowned, well known university of Indian education Vidya for knowledge of arts and science. Okay, and which was located in Gujarat. Okay, at that time. So by this way, we have finished this lesson also, students. Question answer of the textual, as I regularly told. Okay, as per requirement, you have to note it in your notebook. So by this way, by hearing that thing, everything, and by seeing the video, why afterwards you will write, then you have a clear guts regarding it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Again, I am repeating. Suppose if you have any query, any question, okay, you can call me. Thank you. Have a nice day.